Okay, artists, today we are going to finish our Chihuly Bowls. The first thing you need to do today when you get your art back is to look at it and see if there are any white spaces that you did not get filled in last week. And you may think that you got them all, but when you look with your artist eye, I can see I have a lot of spaces I did not finish. So the very first thing you want to do when you get your artwork is to make sure that everything is covered up. So I would want to make sure I fill in this white space over here and anything along the edge. Sometimes we forget this edge part, and that still is going to be part of our bowl. So we want to make sure we fill that in too. So I might decide I might do a couple rows of colors over here to get it filled in. And remember, when you're coloring, you have to be very careful to not rip this very thin paper of our coffee filter. We don't want it to rip. So I'm going to put some blue over here, and then I'm going to switch, and I would like to do some of this green color on top. Okay, once I am done with all of this, and I'm still going to look, ooh, I still see some white over here. I might overlap some colors on top of others. Maybe I'll go along the whole edge. Once I have this all colored, it is time to put it on the cup. And that is when we're going to spray it with starch. So Mrs. Gearing is going to need your cup at the pink table when you get it all done. So when I finish this, I'm making sure I fill in any areas that are white. All right. Then I'm going to take my cup and flip it upside down, put my name in it, name and class code inside of the cup, and flip it over. And this part I showed you last week, but I'm just going to review it. You hold it with one hand, and you can ask a neighbor or a friend or myself to help with this. And take the rubber band and you just put it around. And that is it. And this stays with your name in it at pink table. Then you can put your markers away, and you can get some paint from the paint station. I will have some paint out. You will need a brush and a cup of water. You're going to get cardboard from pink table, and you're going to put your name on it. So Mrs. G and K, and then whatever your class code is, and flip it over. Now I'm going to paint this. This is going to be the platform to display my Chihuly Bowl. So you're going to pick two colors. So when you're ready for paint, you come and get me and say, Miss Green, I'm ready for colors, and you pick two colors. These should be colors that mix well on the color wheel, so you might have to look at the color wheel in the front of the classroom. If they are totally across from each other on the color wheel, they will make brown. But if you look at the color wheel, red and yellow make orange. Orange is between red and yellow. So I'm going to use these two colors to paint, because I know they're friendly. They're close to being neighbors on the color wheel. So I'm going to dip and first add some red, maybe clean my brush before I get my yellow. You could also share with a friend at your table if they have paint that you would like to use. So I'm going to add some yellow. And when I get done, and done would mean that there's no cardboard showing, so I still see some cardboard over here. And I can mix it so it's all one color, or I can just kind of have some fun dropping it in and leaving it. Okay, when I am done painting my cardboard, this goes on the drying rack, and I need to make sure I didn't paint over my name. This would go on the drying rack. Next time we have art, we are going to get our Chihuly Bowls once they've been sprayed and dried, and then we will glue them to our platform to present them, to display them so people can see them. So first finish your Chihuly Bowl, making sure it's totally colored. Then put it in the cup with your name. Put this at pink table, paint, drying rack. Then you need to put your supplies away. This goes in the sink. This can go on the back counter. Have fun.